What's going on, everybody? Crazy Dog back for another video. And these are my week one picks for the Stephen Rose tournament. Shout out to Stephen Rose for doing this tournament every year. It's a lot of fun. I'm glad I'm able to do it. So without further ado, let's get right into the picks. Starting us off, we got Thursday night football, first game of the new season. We got the Atlanta Falcons heading to Lincoln Financial Field to face the Super Bowl champs, Philadelphia Eagles, in a rematch of the NFC divisional round game when the Eagles beat the Falcons in a very, very good game that the Falcons literally let slip through their fingers. They had a chance at the end, and they couldn't get it done. And, of course, the Eagles would then go on to curb stomp the Vikings and go to the Super Bowl where they would beat Tom Brady 41-33 and claim their first ever Lombardi trophy. And in this game, they will be raising that banner in front of the Atlanta Falcons. And you already know that crowd is going to be electric. And the Eagles are going to be feeding off that energy and using that energy to kick the crap out of the Falcons. So, of course, with that, I think the Eagles are going to win this game. I think it's going to be a good game. I do not see this being a total blowout, although it wouldn't surprise me if the Eagles blew the Falcons out. But I think it's going to be a good game. I think the Eagles wind up winning by maybe 2 touchdowns around there. So, yeah, give me Philadelphia to get the win in their home opener. Now, moving on to Sunday games, starting with the 1 o'clock games. We got some good ones here. First off, we got the Bills heading to Baltimore to face the Ravens. By the way, the Bills just named Nathan Peterman their starting quarterback. Wow. They trade Tyrod Taylor, and then they acquire A.J. McCarron. Then they trade him to the Raiders. Oh, yeah, they drafted Josh Allen. And all that just to name Nathan Peterman the starter. I think the Ravens are going to win this game, and I think the reason is because of their defense. I think their defense is going to get all up in Peterman's grill. They're going to make it hard for him to do anything, and I think the Ravens pull out a win, week 1. Next, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars going to the Meadowlands, MetLife Stadium, to face the New York Giants. We got a very talented offense for the Giants going up against a beast defense in the Jaguars. This is going to be one hell of a game. And I've said this a couple times in Bad Dogs hangouts or live streams that I hope and pray to God that they mic up Jalen Ramsey and Odell Beckham, because that's going to be a show. Those two guys are going to be jawing back and forth all game long. And it's going to be so entertaining. And I'm going to say this with supreme confidence. I think the Jaguars go into the Meadowlands and they eke out a victory. Yeah, Blake Bortles is going to get a win in the Meadowlands against a very good Giants team. I think the Jaguars eke it out by maybe a touchdown. Heck, maybe even 3 points. Although I think the defense is going to do most of the work. But that defense is going to put the Jaguars offense in good position to score a lot of times this year. And I think this game will be one of those situations. I think the Giants are going to get the ball somewhere in their own territory, and Eli Manning's going to make a mistake, and I think the Jaguars are going to make them pay. I mean, Leonard Fournette ain't no joke. I remember last year I said the Jaguars' offense revolved around Leonard Fournette. That's kind of true this year, but I wouldn't sleep on the receivers. But, hey, you never know with the Jaguars. It's up to them to prove that last year was not just a flash in the pan, especially because the AFC South is much tougher this year. Watson's back. Mariota looks good. new team around him, and Andrew Luck is back. Let's see what he's got too. So it ain't going to be no cakewalk for the Jaguars this year. And the Jaguars are going to try and use this game against the Giants as an opportunity to show what they have, that they mean business. And I think the Jaguars are going to make a statement in this game. And it's going to be that defense that's going to be talking. So, yeah, give me the Jaguars to win it by at least a touchdown. Next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who will be led by Ryan Fitzpatrick while Jameis Winston is suspended, going to the Superdome to face Drew Brees and the Saints. This is easy. Give me the Saints to win this game. I think it'll be at least a 2 or 3 touchdown win for New Orleans. And then they host my Browns next week. That's going to be a good one. But, yeah, Bucs are a good team, but I just don't know if they got enough to beat the Saints in New Orleans. So give me the Saints to win this game. Next, we got the Houston Texans going up against the New England Patriots in Foxborough. I think the Texans will put up one hell of a fight, much like they did last year. But alas, you're playing in Foxborough. So, yeah, I got to go with the Patriots. It's very hard to beat the Patriots in Foxborough. That's why so few teams have been able to do it over the years. I know Carolina and Kansas City did it last year, but I don't know if the Texans are going to be able to do it this year. I mean, in order to beat the Patriots, you got to make Tom Brady feel it. You got to hurt him. Not really, but you got to punish him. You got to get in there, hit him a few times, rough him up. If you let him sit back there and pick you apart, you're done. You might as well pack your bags and get out because, yeah. But, yeah, give me the Patriots to win. I think it'll be a close game, maybe a touchdown. But, yeah, give me the Patriots. Next, we got the San Francisco 49ers with Jimmy G going to Minnesota to face Kirk Cousins and the Vikings. I know Niners fans are hyped for this year. Some of them actually think they can win this game, but unfortunately, I do not see it like that. I think the Vikings are going to take care of business at home and give Jimmy G his first loss. I'm pretty sure that this would be his first loss as a quarterback, like overall. That's crazy. I mean, Jimmy G was on a hot streak, when he came to the Niners, and Niners fans are getting all hyped. I mean, y'all close to the playoffs. Don't get me wrong. If you don't make it this year, you're probably going to make it next year. You guys got one hell of a bright future, but, I mean, you're facing the Minnesota Vikings, and that defense is legit. Oh, but the Eagles, yeah, the Eagles put up 38 on them, but that's the Eagles. And they got Kirk Cousins, so we'll see what happens with that. I mean, the Vikings backed up a Brinks truck to Kirk's door, and he got paid. And now he's about to, reward them with a victory week 1 against the Niners. Now, next we got the Tennessee Titans going to South Beach to face the Miami Dolphins. Yeah, this one ain't so hard to pick. I'm going to go with the Titans to get the win week 1 in convincing fashion. Mariota, you got Derrick Henry, Corey Davis, Delaney Walker. I mean, a pretty nice defense. Malcolm Butler is over there now. That's going to be interesting, But, yeah, give me the Titans to win this game in a pretty convincing fashion. Next, we got the Cincinnati Bengals going to Indianapolis to face Andrew Luck. Can't believe I'm saying that name after all these years, man. Feels like he's been out like 3 years. But, yeah, Andrew Luck is officially back, and he's got a new coach. Yeah, let's see how these guys do with Andrew Luck back out there. And I think Andrew Luck is going to lead the Colts to a close victory against the Bengals. Yes, I got the Colts getting the win week 1. Imagine that, right? Colts beating the Bengals. It's going to be a good game. But I think Andrew Luck, if he's completely healthy, he is a pain to go against. I mean, T.Y. Hilton. I don't really know what else they have, but if their offensive line can keep Dunlap and Atkins away from Luck's face and shoulder in this case, I think the Colts are going to win this game. Yeah. All right, now for the final 1 o'clock game. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming to First Energy Stadium to face the Browns. If you saw my hate week or my preview video, you know how I feel about this game. I think the Browns get the win in an emotionally charged week 1 game. I mean, pretty much new squad going up against the Steelers, although we still have Hugh Jackson. We brought in Todd Haley as an offensive coordinator. We got Jarvis Landry. We got Josh Gordon, Nick Chubb, Carlos Hyde, Tyrod Taylor. Offensive line took a hit with Joe Thomas retiring, but other than that, I think our offense will be just fine. I think our defense will continue to do what they did last year, stop the run. I think our secondary will step up, and I think we get the win week 1, and Steeler fans are going to be pissed off. I mean, I already got them in my comment section jawing at me saying, man, you're dumb, man. You're a loser. Steelers are going to beat that butt week 1. Nah, 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 nah. It's like, well, we'll see about that, eh? We'll see. So moving on to the 4 o'clock games. We got 1 4:05 game and 3 4:25 games. Now, starting off with the 4:05, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, who will be led by Patrick Mahomes, going to the world's smallest football stadium in the NFL, or the smallest football stadium in the NFL, 27,000. Really? And the Los Angeles Chargers, who narrowly missed the playoffs last year, did not start good last year, but they caught fire, and they were that close to making it. And I think the Chargers are going to come out. I think they're going to smack Mahomes around a little bit. And believe it or not, I have the Chargers winning week 1. Yeah, I got Phillip Rivers, Melvin Gordon, and that defense winning week 1 against the Chiefs. Because I think Mahomes may have a little bit of nerves, you know? I mean, yes, I think he started a few games before, 1 game last year, but this is a whole new season, you know? You got Kareem Hunt, you got Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, but I think the Chargers defense is going to make life rough for him. So give me the Chargers to win in a very close matchup. Now for the 4:25 games, starting with the Seattle Seahawks and the Denver Broncos at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. No longer called Sports Authority Field because Sports Authority, the company, went into bankruptcy. That's why I've been calling it Bankruptcy Field at Mile High. And I think the Seahawks get a big win in Denver. By the way, I'm watching the Indians, and they're looking pretty good. They haven't been playing too well the last couple games, but that poor outfielder took a hit on the wall. He looked like it hurt. Hope he's okay. But anyways, back to these picks. I got the Seahawks beating the Denver Broncos in Denver. Oh, I know they don't have the Legion of Boom really anymore, but they still got Russell Wilson and Doug Baldwin. And as long as Russell Wilson is breathing on that field for the Seahawks, as long as he's breathing and like conscious, as long as he's wearing a Seahawks uniform, Seahawks are going to win. I think they beat the Broncos. Yeah, I mean, the Broncos have a good defense, but we don't really know much about their offense, though. And not to mention, Vance Joseph is their head coach, and he ain't very good. So, yeah, give me the Seahawks. Next, we got the Dallas Cowboys going to Carolina to face the Panthers. This is going to be a close game, 2 very good offenses, but the difference will be defense. And I think the Panthers' defense will step up, and they're going to have little Dick Prescott running around like a little girl with a penis. And, yeah, I think the Panthers get a win week 1 at home against the Cowboys. So give me the Panthers. Now for the final 425 game, we got the Redskins going to State Farm Stadium. Yes, it was just announced today that the Cardinals and State Farm have, an 18-year lease agreement. So it's no longer called University of Phoenix Stadium. It's now called State Farm Stadium. So they got insurance for Sam Bradford, who, by the way, is going to be the starter. Yeah. And I think the Redskins are going to win. I think the Redskins are going to go into the desert, and they're going to get the big win against the Cardinals to start off their season. So give me the Redskins. And now for Sunday Night Football, we got the Bears going to Lambeau to face the Packers. And I know Josh from the Sports Fury is probably going to hate my guts when I say this, but I'm going to go with the Packers to win this game. I know the Bears got Khalil Mack, but did you forget the Packers got Aaron Rodgers, and he just made a whole lot of cheddar. Cheese pun. But yeah, give me the Packers to win at home in week 1 over the Bears. The Bears. I think that defense would be a lot better too for Green Bay as well. Monday night games. We got the Jets. Ooh, I thought that was out. Jets Lions in Detroit. The Jets are starting Sam Darnold against the Lions. I think the Lions are going to make it rough for him. So give me Detroit to get the win. And then the final game of week 1, 10:20 p.m. on ESPN, Monday night, we got the Los Angeles Rams, who went crazy in free agency, going up against the Raiders, who just traded their best player, Khalil Mack, to the Bears, or should I say the Bears? That's a rule. You cannot address them as the Bears. It's got to be the Bears. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Rams to win this game. The Raiders do not look good. Gruden is straight up ruining that team. And I cannot wait until we play them week 4 because I feel like we are going to beat their asses. But again, yeah, give me the Rams to win. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for my week 1 picks. Again, shout out to Stephen Rose for putting this whole thing on. A lot of fun. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog 99. Let's go Browns. And I'll see you for my game recap after we hopefully beat the Steelers. All right, I'm out.